Hello, everybody, and welcome to another video by the Option School. This is your friend Pradeep Singla. So, how to develop a second source of income and what has been my journey in developing this second source of income? I said, okay, let me do this video so that it can act as a sort of guidance for many of you. And I will try to keep this video in English so that all our viewers who are complaining about Hindi, they will also have a chance to understand this video. Now, as Warren Buffett also says, never depend on single income. Make investment to create a second source. All of us know this, and most of us want this. But then, what to do and how to do? How to develop this second source of income? By studying different books, by going through a lot of material on the websites. All of us know, okay, yes, second source of income is very important. Multiple sources of income are very important, but then how to do it, karna kya hai, that is the most important thing. So I said, okay, let me share my journey in this process. मेरे साथ क्या हुआ था और क्या मैं कभी ये second source of income develop कर पाया या नहीं कर पाया. Now I made three conditions for this second source of income, that okay, I will develop this second source of income if these three conditions are fulfilled. First is time spent should be much lesser than my primary source of income. If I'm going to a job where I'm working for 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, it should not happen that okay, second source of income, जो मैं second source of income कर रहा हूँ वो मेरे से 8 to 10 hours से भी ज़्यादा लेने लग जाए, तो then वो second source of income नहीं रहा, वो effort wise first source बन जाएगा, results wise शायद फिर भी second source रह जाएगा. So I said it should not take so much of time compared to whatever my first source of income is taking for me. Secondly, it should have a potential to become big. If it is not having a potential to become equivalent to my first source of income, then maybe I will be struggling all along. तो वो भी जरूरी था कि वो थोड़ा सा बड़ा हो, होने की सक्षमता रखता हो, सो दैट बाद में जाके उसको अगर चाहूँ तो मैं फर्स्ट सोर्स ऑफ इनकम में कन्वर्ट कर सकूं. So potential to become big, and then obviously it should be legitimate. So many people say that okay, I'm working here and I'm getting this kind of income, that kind of income. So I said okay, I do not want any kind of a illegal source of income which will never be healthy. So it should be very much legitimate, right? So these three conditions were there, and with that thought I said okay, let me show you what happened to me and how I went through this journey. So to start with, I started my job with a public sector undertaking in 1996. I was very young, and that time once you start a job and that also at a good level, so you don't think of then आप सोचते नहीं हो कि यार कोई second level चाहिए. You are very happy with your first job itself. And 5 6 years pass just like that. It's like a honeymoon period for everybody. And then I started realizing that okay, yes, it's important. Then you get exposed. आप कहीं ना कहीं लोगों से मिलते हो, आप कुछ बुक्स पढ़ते हो, कुछ सेमिनार्स अटेंड करते हो, देन आपको रियलाइजेशन हुआ कि हाँ, कुछ ना कुछ सेकंड सोर्स ऑफ इनकम होना चाहिए. एंड दिस हैपेंड टू मी somewhere after 5 6 years of my beginning of my job. So I said, okay, let me try to find out कि क्या हो सकता है. That time, you see, 2002 and 2022 are pretty different. 2002 was not that kind of a digital world. Even internet was sparingly available. So my journey to look out for second source of income started with few stints in lot of, you see, those multi-level marketing kind of opportunities, because you have some friends, you have some neighbors, अड़ोस पड़ोस के लोग कुछ ना कुछ आपको introduce कर देते हैं. They will take you to a seminar and then you get convinced and then you pay the fees, and they will say okay, you have so many contacts, ऐसा करेंगे वैसा करेंगे, and they show you very big dreams, right? And then obviously you are sold to those dreams. वो आप भी देखने लगते हो कि शायद जिस तरह का सक्सेस जो स्पीकर ने हासिल किया है, शायद धीरे धीरे मैं भी वो अचीव कर लूंगा. बट देन व्हाट आई फाउंड दैट ओके, सक्सेस रेट वाज नॉट मोर देन 1 in 1000. सो एक सक्सेसफुल आदमी के पीछे शायद 1000 ऐसे लोग रहेंगे जो केप्ट ऑन स्ट्रगलिंग एंड सेकंड सोर्स ऑफ इनकम में कुछ भी प्रोडक्टिव नहीं लग रहा था मेरे को. एंड देन ऑब्वियसली द अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम रिक्वायर्ड वाज वेरी हाई. एज आई सेड, आई वांटेड दैट ओके, इट शुड नॉट हैपन दैट ओके माय जॉब इज फॉर 10 आवर्स, लेकिन माय सेकंड सोर्स ऑफ इनकम की जो मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूँ उसमें मैं 15 से 20 घंटे लगाना शुरू कर दूं, विच इज नेक्स्ट टू impossible. And secondly, in these kind of things, right, you go to your friend or go to your relative, आप उसको दिखाते हो यार ये वाले products हैं मेरे पास and I am the agent of so and so, and they may buy it from you once, but then second time, third time they start avoiding you, that okay, this person will come and he will start selling me some costly toothpaste and soaps and stuff like that. So not so great for maintaining your existing relations also. So I said no, this is not something worth. Maybe I've spent a few months in that, in different kind of those schemes, but that was not at all worth, and I miserably failed पूरी तरह से उसमें whatever products they have given, ultimately I have to gift those products, or maybe I have to use it myself, but there was not even a single uh, paisa of income. In fact, I spent a lot of money in buying their products because they will show you some schemes that okay, इस बार आप ये ले लो तो आपको इतने का ये मिल जाएगा. If you buy products worth 20,000 rupees, maybe you will get uh, two glasses free and stuff like that, right? So उसमें investments बहुत हो गए, but then ultimately it was never a source of income. I failed in that. I'm not saying these things are bad, but yes, for somebody who is successful, it requires a lot of effort. It requires a lot of time, which may not be a right thing for devoting for your alternate source of income, right? Then I said, okay, let me do something else. I was obviously doing some kind of stock market passive trading. Obviously, the cash markets were there right from 98, 99 onwards. So I said, okay, let me scale it up a bit. And I spent 2 to 3 years in learning a lot of technical analysis so that based on those analysis, I'm able to make some money. Remember, in Sabke Saath, I was still working with my uh, PSU, right? And then I realized after 1 or 2 years that okay, although I have a lot of softwares, I have good floppy disks and all that, but still it requires full time, and I cannot devote full time. Obviously, if I'm working, and most of the time your jobs demand 8 to 10 hours from you, you cannot keep on doing these things on daily basis. And if you are free on Sunday, then Sunday markets are also closed. So this also never worked for me, and I said, okay, no, this is not something which is working for me. So again, the search for second source of income was still on, and I was like almost failed at around 8 to 10 different things, and none of that worked basically because all those so-called second sources of income जो चाहते थे कि हाँ आपका एक alternate source develop हो जाएगा, वो सब they all wanted extraordinary effort and time from you, and which obviously was not there. Since I was trading passively in cash stocks from 98, 99 onwards, off and on, I will buy some stocks. I will see, okay, which stocks are giving you bonus. As soon as the record date is there, before that, I will buy. And by the time the record date is there, the stock will increase in price. So these things are working for me for 4, 5 years. But then slowly, you see, सब कुछ हमेशा नहीं चलता. And some strategies work for some period of time. And after that, once they become very popular, they stop working. So this was going on and off. So I started trading options around 2006 2007. This was the time when I learned this, and learned from one of a very close associate of mine, and he's my mentor in options trading. So I learned that game, and I found it really fascinating. But then initially when I did, I did a very bad job after huge initial mistakes like you don't understand the basic mechanisms well. I remember somewhere in 2008 when I was very new for options trading, I said, okay, let me sell some calls of Reliance Communication. I still remember it was trading somewhere around 800, and I said as a normal trader that okay, yaar 800 per hai, abhi to shuru hua hai. It will not go to 830, 840. So let me sell some calls of 840. And the stock went up like anything, giving me a huge loss. And that time I realized कि नहीं यार इस तरह से नहीं होता है जो कॉल बेच दिया जरूरी नहीं है कि वो जीरो हो जाए. So initial understanding was that okay, whatever call I have sold at the end of expiry, most of it will become zero. But with that Reliance Communication example, I came to understand that okay, it's not that easy. And even if you think that okay, this stock cannot go to these levels, it can definitely go to these levels, especially जब आपने बेचा हुआ है. अगर आपने कोई स्टॉक बेचा हो वो डेफिनेटली ऊपर जाएगा, और आपने कोई स्टॉक खरीदा हुआ है तो वो डेफिनेटली नीचे जाएगा. Those were certain realizations. So slowly uh, with the help of a lot of people, lot of books, lot of webinars, nationally, internationally, I was able to strategize certain things that okay, ultimately all my strategies are risk defined. It should not happen what has happened to me in one Reliance Communication stock that I lost huge amount of money. But I continued. I saw that okay, there is a potential since I'm not in front of the screen during daytime. I'm doing a job, and I can definitely place orders during the night based on whatever I want to do. And that was the learning which I acquired for trading strategies rather than buying call options or selling naked call options. So from there onwards, strategy started working. It took some time. उसको almost 1 साल से 1.5 साल लग गया with some successes, some failures, and it I kept on working on that, and it had a potential to become big, and it was working pretty well for me. मेरी बहुत सी needs satisfy हो रही थी, तो I said okay. Somewhere around 2013, I said okay, let it now. This has a potential to become full time for me. This has a potential to become slightly bigger than what I'm doing. So I left all my jobs and made it a full time career. So from 2013 onwards, I'm a full time, I can say, option trader. Now you can still ask that okay, what happened to second source of income? You have left your first source of income, you developed a second source of income, and you stopped your first source of income. So अब second source of income क्या रहा है? तो यहाँ पे this was the realization कि uh, once your second source of income has become your primary source of income, then do you still require some certain other income? So I realized few things that okay, if you're in a job, then definitely these side hustles, छोटे छोटे businesses, छोटी मोटी franchises, ये MLM, ये franchisee, ये affiliate, these things not work. What works for you if you're in a job? Now there are two kinds of people, right? One is who is in a job, and other is who is in a business. So I sort of shifted, एक चेंज हुआ कि मैं जॉब से बिजनेस फ्रंट पर आ गया. तो जॉब में व्हाट आई से फाइंड दैट जो लोगों ने पैसा बनाया है एज अ सेकंड सोर्स ऑफ इनकम, मोस्टली दोज आर इनटू rental incomes or some investments which can be into stock markets, which can be into land, which can be into some properties, and some kind of passive trading. So I was somebody who was making money from, you can say, 2009 10 towards 2013 with lot of passive trading. And then when I shifted to, you can say, a business side of things, then yes, you can always have more than one stream complementing your primary source. When you are in a job, your primary source is job. It becomes very difficult to complement that job with second stream of income, and we people keep on trying our hands in different things which are not at all complementary. बट जब आप बिजनेस में आ जाते हो, जो आपका बिजनेस है उसके कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री बहुत सी चीज़ें होती हैं, उससे मिलती जुलती बहुत सी चीज़ें होती हैं. जैसे मैं अपना एग्जांपल अगर दूं, तो क्योंकि मैं ट्रेडिंग कर रहा था, ऑप्शन ट्रेडिंग कर रहा था, तो उससे कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री जो मैंने अल्टरनेट सोर्सेज ऑफ इनकम पे काम किया, दैट वाज लाइक ट्रेडिंग वाज प्राइमरी सोर्स, देन ट्रेनिंग, guest lectures, some consultancies, some advices, and a YouTube channel also. So these are some of the things which were working as alternate source of income when I shifted to a business, right? So hopefully the point is very clear that okay, if you want alternate source of income, more or less it's important that okay, जो alternate source of income है वो आपके existing source से कितना मिलता जुलता है, कितना उसको कॉम्प्लीमेंट करता है, या एक्सट्रीमली ऑपोजिट है. बहुत से सक्सेस देखे हैं कि लोगों ने जॉब के साथ कुछ कुछ बिजनेसेस डेवलप कर लिए हैं, बट not so easy, right? So what are the learnings from this? Earnings from this are, yes, definitely alternate source of income is very important. All these people, all these good people like big people, Warren Buffett, जो भी ये बड़े बड़े लोग बताते हैं, definitely it has lot of sense that okay, you should have multiple sources of income. And COVID ने हम सबको ये दिखाई दिया है कि single source of income is always a bad choice. So what can be different alternate sources of income? Like I'll say, yes, if you have a spouse who is working, that is again a great additional source of income. Definitely, in for a family level, अगर हम family के level पर देखते हैं, if both of them are working, definitely you already have additional source of income, which is a great supportive and supportive thing. Plus एक बहुत बड़ा आपके पास insurance है that okay, both of you are working, so one person can take up some kind of storms in his job or income. If you are into obviously job, then I'll say yes, investments in real estates. Now you never know whether the investment in real estates will grow at the same rate what it has done from, let us say, 2000 to 2015, whether the investments in real estates from 2022 to 2035 will increase at the same rate, but definitely they will make good amount of money. Then stock markets picking up, value investing, what we call, can be a good long term source of income. But you say that okay, I'm earning x amount of money through my job, और मुझे उसके अलावा हर महीने कुछ ना कुछ इनकम चाहिए जो मेरा अल्टरनेट सोर्स ऑफ इनकम हो पाएगा, वो वैल्यू इन्वेस्टिंग में शायद नहीं हो पाएगा लॉन्ग टर्म में। यस, आज से 4 साल बाद, आज से 3 साल बाद, आज से 5 साल बाद शायद आपको एक मेजर चंक में प्रॉफिट्स मिल सकते हैं, बट वेदर दैट विल बी lending into a monthly source of income, that is very very difficult to achieve. Hedged option trading, yes, hedged option trading, that is what has worked for me, can be a very good monthly second source of income, but with a caveat that okay, still odds of success even in options trading are not very high. 90% of people still lose money, 10% people make money equivalent to what 90%. So I'm not saying that okay, everybody in options trading makes money, but yes, if you work in a disciplined way, if you know how to avoid risk, if you know how to mitigate risk, अगर आप ज्यादा रिस्क नहीं लेते हैं, और ज्यादा रिस्क कब नहीं लेना पड़ता है, ज्यादा रिस्क हम तब नहीं लेते जब हमारी मार्केट से प्रॉफिट्स की एक्सपेक्टेशन रैशनलाइज होती है। जब प्रॉफिट एक्सपेक्टेशन बहुत ज्यादा होती है तब ऑब्वियसली आपको ज्यादा रिस्क लेना पड़ता है। लेकिन अगर आपकी मार्केट की रैशनलाइज एक्सपेक्टेशन है विच कैन बी 2 3 4 5% काइंड ऑफ अ रिटर्न ऑन मंथली बेसिस, देन वहां पे आपको रिस्क कम लेना पड़ता है, देन ऑब्वियसली चांसेस ऑफ मेकिंग कंसिस्टेंट रिटर्न्स आर very high. And then if you say that okay, I'm into xyz job and I'm on evenings, I'm opening the shop, I'm doing this, which can be pretty difficult, because if you see the overall Indian environment, it's very competitive. You try hands at any business, it's very competitive. So trying hands at any business casually, or you can say as a half-heartedly, would be a difficult game, and definitely you may end up burning a lot of money also. All these things, my environment was different. Now the environment from last 7 8 years is very different. There are a lot of digital things which you can do, but all those digital stints, like maybe people say blogging, maybe say YouTube, maybe affiliate marketing, all those things, to end up into a decent source of income, एक अच्छा source of income बनने के लिए they require hell lot of effort and hell lot of time also. Uh, Otherwise these things will become a very minute source of income, which is like which is negligible. In one dinner you will remove whatever you have earned for a month. So all those opportunities are still there, but yes, uh, I'll say hedged option trading strategies can be a very good monthly source of income, and obviously it all depends upon what kind of denominator is there, right? Hopefully you will get some guidance on how things have worked for me, and I'm able to inspire some of you, not only for trading but also for a lot of other things, right? Now for more content, webinars, Q&A sessions which we do exclusively for our app members, please go ahead and download the Option School app. Link is given in the description for both Android as well as iOS. And if you think that okay, you can start options trading, then definitely you need to start with strategies which require little bit low margin. You do not want to spend a lot of money right in the beginning. जब आप शुरुआत करते हैं तो obviously छोटे से शुरुआत करना is always advisable, because उससे धीरे 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 करके you can build up your capital. So what are different strategies which work even with low margin when you do not have very high capital? That is given in this very short video of 13 14 minutes. So go ahead and see that, देखिए उसको और देखिए किस तरह की strategies आप less than 25,000 rupees से trade कर सकते हैं. Hopefully you will like it. Wish you all the best. Thank you.